My name is Tene Sommer, and this is Marbella Life. Today's guest is the inspiring Nary, a Korean entrepreneur who moved to Spain at just 5 years old. After studying hotel management, her journey took a different turn, leading her to build 2 thriving beauty salons in Marbella. Korean culture, with its success-driven and disciplined approach, has played a huge role in shaping Nary's path. But beyond her expertise in beauty, we dive deep into her passion for self-development, manifesting, and the books that inspire her. Join us as we chat about marriage, mindset, beauty secrets, and so much more.
And then I came back home and I was like, I have to bring that treatment to Spain. So I convinced my parents and they was like, how come? I mean, we spend so much money in your education. And
now you want a hair product.
Exactly, and you want to open a salon? I mean, they was a bit
Disappointed.
Surprised, disappointed, let's say. We was raised that way, like in Korea, like work hard, don't give up. You have to be always the best. There's no other options. So, you know, Korean culture is very oriented for success, work hard and be very disciplined. I find, like a month ago, a paper with where I was going to be after 5 years, like a list of 10 things. And I took a picture and sent it to my husband and the manager of the salon, because it's exactly where I am now.
Wow.
It was unbelievable. I was so surprised. Like,
what is the best marriage advice that you would give, let's say, even for your children, they get married? What would be the one thing? Hello, everyone. Here we are at the lovely Sundown shop again. It's so beautiful here. And I have another beautiful woman here, Nary. Welcome, Nary.
thank you so much for inviting me today, Tene.
I am so happy you
so
finally
happy.
said yes. Because I've been trying to talk to Nary, and finally we have the chance to sit down in Forum, where you also have your new place. So it's like a full circle.
Yes,
you
it
know?
is.
Amazing. So tell people and me also a little bit about yourself. Like, where are you from? How did you end up in Marbella? Just a little small intro.
I was born in Korea. My name is Nary, by the way. I was born in Korea and raised in Spain. I arrived here when I was 5. I lived part of my life in Canary Islands. I came here because of my father's work bring us here. So I spent 12 years in Canary Islands, and then I moved to Marbella because I came to study in La Roche. So, and I fell in love. So I stayed here. So,
But
yeah,
your
this beautiful place.
parents stayed in the Canary Islands.
No, they
Or they
also
came.
moved to Marbella, yes. Yeah,
But
yeah.
it was your decision to. Why did you choose Marbella over, you know, Spain is huge, so many universities, so many places to go, Madrid.
No, I
Why Marbella?
supposed to go to. Oh, my plan since day one was I always dreamed living in LA. So my dream was going to the States and you know, create a life in LA. But my parents kind of suggest me to study hotel management. So at the beginning, their plan was to send me to Switzerland. But I was like, no, please, they're so boring. I want to go to Marbella. There is another university in the same, you know, the same. La Roche have 2 branches. So I was like, I would like to go to Marbella, but better than Switzerland. So I convinced them, and finally I end up here. And it was my destiny to be in this beautiful place. I fell in love since day one. I came to Marbella.
So you studied hotel management.
I studied hotel management.
So then how did you end up being a beauty salon owner?
Well, I really enjoyed my time working in hotels. I really learned, this is where I learned about the customer service, like what luxury services looks like. I've learned all my skills there. But I always felt like deep inside that that was not for me. Like I was very, very passionate always with fashion or beauty. So I was like, no, I have to do something different. I have to do something different, and I decided to change to whatever I felt more attracted to, you know.
And did you go and study the beauty, something in the beauty world, or you
no,
just,
no, absolutely not.
you just
You know,
took a risk, kind of?
Yeah, it was absolutely a huge risk. I went to, you know, I used to go to Korea every year. So one of my trips, I went to a salon with my cousin, and she was doing a treatment. And I was like, what kind of treatment are you doing? And she said, no, this is for frizzy hair to make it soft and silky. And I was like, but all Asian has very silky and soft hair. I mean, I didn't even know that there's Asian with frizzy hair. And I was like, oh, this product, this treatment could be really amazing in Spain, because here they struggle with the humidity, and the type of hair is a bit more frizzier than the Asian hair, and they're willing always to have a very straight, soft hair. So I was like, And then I came back home, and I was like, I have to bring that treatment to Spain. So I convinced my parents, and they was like, how come? I mean, you know, we spend so much money in your education. And how?
And now you want a hair product.
Exactly, and you want to open a salon? I mean, they was a bit
Disappointed.
Surprised, disappointed, let's say. But I always felt I have to follow my intuition, you know. So I decided to open, because they was planning to send me to do a master in Cornell, and I was like, invest that money in something else that I'm gonna be happier. You know, I don't want to study more. So I open up. This is the journey how I started.
So what year did you open up your first salon then?
I opened up my salon 20 years ago.
Wow.
I mean, this year it's a very important year for me, because it's anniversary of my 20 years wedding anniversary.
Wow.
I opened the salon, and I opened my second branch in Forum. So it's a very special year for me. Yes.
So you met your husband 20 years ago?
No, I met him in La Roche 27 years ago.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
almost 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow, amazing. So but you started the venture together, opening the salon, or did you start on your own?
I started by myself, and he went to hotel industry. He kept in the hotel industry, and I continued in the beauty industry. So I started. It was a struggle. You know, it was not easy, because I had no experience. I have never studied, but I'm very
Determined.
gifted with like choosing always the right people. I think I am very gifted with this. So I surround myself very good. So since day one, I had a very good team, very committed, very responsible, and very trustworthy. So I hired a specialist for hair. So that's how I started.
And how did it go then? Moving on, you said in the beginning was hard, but when did it get easier, or what was like the big breakthrough? What do you think? When did you feel like, oh, okay, now, like, you know, or did you have moments when you thought, oh, especially when your parents said, oh, look, this is not really going good. Did you have moments when you think, oh, I made a mistake? Or were you always like determined, no, I'm gonna push another year, I'm gonna
I never had that feeling of, oh, I have to stop. No, I was always, I used to love, I mean, we was raised that way, like in Korea, like work hard, don't give up. You have to be always the best. There's no other options. So, you know, Korean culture is very oriented for success, work hard, and be very disciplined. So that's how I always was driving, you know.
And your parents pushed you a lot to study, or
there was,
yeah,
I mean, for them, the academic success, it's very important. But I was kind of very rebel. I was not very interested, but I mean, I was not that bad. I finished my studies, but whatever I studied,
you were good.
It was, I mean, okay. It was just okay. I was not interested. I had my another world. I was so creative. I was daydreamer, and I always wanted to thrive in my own way, you know. So I always listen to myself, and they were used to get very frustrated. But now, my father just recently told me, like, you know, I'm so proud that you always did whatever you want in life. You know, you never listen, or you pretend to listen, but you're always doing whatever you want.
Journey.
Yeah. So he was like, I'm so proud of that.
That's really
so I
nice.
was like quite happy to hear that, you know.
Because you don't want to disappoint your parents. Of course, you want to make them proud, want to make them happy, you know, especially when you say they're investing money in, you know, very good education. So you, of course, you want to make them happy, but in the end, you have to make yourself happy too. You can't just please other people, no?
No, but I have to say that, to be honest, I'm very conscious that I've been like 20 years trying to make my parents to feel very proud of me. But I realized that it's not anymore like that. I want to really, I don't have to prove anything to anyone. And I just want to hear myself more and more, you know, and be aligned, be more authentic. And it's just about my inner feelings, to feel my inner feelings.
Yeah, and clearly your dad sees that. If he says they're proud of you, it shows that you are happy, and you know, it also, you know, you portray it as well, and they can see it.
Thank you.
And you have kids too, right?
I have kids. Yes,
so
two kids.
how are you raising your kids now? Are you giving them more freedom, or are you also strict with academics, or how is your?
I'm totally
not
the
at all,
opposite. No, I'm very, very, very easygoing mother. My husband is a bit more strict, so this is something that's we have some struggles. I want them to be themselves, free of expressions, and be who they are meant to be. You know, and I don't want to. Academic is, you know, I mean, education at the end of the day is important. It's a knowledge, you know, but I'm not very strict with them. I'm very like let them be free. And I'm very communicative, very transparent with communication. So I think I have a very strong relationship with them. They are very, very themselves. So I like that. I think this is very healthy at my point of view.
I think also, and especially when you're coming from a different kind of background and different kind of parenting, you know now how you want to raise your kids. And
let's say I break my patterns.
Like a therapist would say,
Yes.
But so what happened then? You had your first salon, and how did you come to? Was it already called Nary?
Since day one.
Yes, it's always been Nary.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. Where was that located?
This was located. You know, I don't know if you know. There was a Cartier shop, jewelry shop, on Main Street, Ricardo Soriano.
No,
I
don't
used
think
to
I
have
was
it
here.
behind a very hidden place. I started very small, very in a very distant, you know, very humble place. But since day one, it's worked very well, you know. So after I've been moving, I went to another place in Casco Antiguo, and then I moved to Avenida del Mar. You know Avenida del Mar. I spent like 5-6 years there, and then one day I decided to move to Puerto Banús, and that's when I really started the new concept salon with very organic and natural, because I realized that this treatment that I brought called Japanese hair straightening, it was really good, but I realized that after a certain time the hair was not, it was damaging the hair, and it was kind of dead, that dead hair. So I was like, no, I want to do something totally different, chemical free, natural, that's like to enhance more the natural beauty. You know, I totally completely changed the concept
with organic products.
Yeah, so I traveled to London, and I was just walking by, and I passed through Aveda Salon, and the smell, it stopped me, and I was like, wow. It was a very old library, beautiful salon, and I was like, one day I'm gonna create something like that. And after 1 year, they called me.
Wow.
Like, we are introducing new brand called Aveda, very natural. Would you like to be there? I mean, would you like to have this kind of concept salon? And I was like, yeah, I was dreaming about it. So it's happened.
Yeah.
So I'm so happy
law of
that
attraction.
Exactly. That's when I really realized that, wow, I'm manifesting. Really, I'm manifesting whatever I'm saying or desiring, you know?
Or dreaming.
Or dreaming.
But are you also consciously manifesting, or are you like writing down your goals, or do you have a vision board, or do you do any of that? Yes.
I have been journaling my whole life. I have boxes and boxes of journal. One day I would like to write a book. This is one of
that would be amazing.
my goals. But yes, I'm a person that I love. I have really huge passion in self-development. I have been working like very, very, very obsessively about knowing myself better and growing and learning from my mindset. You know, I was growing my mindset. But now it's a bit different. It's not about only mindset. It's more about connection, alignment. It's more spiritual, you know, because I was very masculine. I was very masculine energy. Everything you have to action. You have to act. You
Also,
have to.
because you're in the business world, you kind of have to be tough and that.
And I struggle. Like I realized that. No, because I was raised like, don't complain, you have to be strong, and you have to just move on, don't feel sad. You know,
Don't show emotion.
Exactly. So I was like, oriented like this. I was, you know, like a very masculine energy, until I realized that, no, this is not what I want. Because one day I was like, I don't feel the emotion of excitement. And this is very strange. Why? But I heard that when you block your negative emotions, you are also blocking your positive emotions. So at that time, I was like, no, I want to allow myself to feel all kinds of emotion, and I want to really feel everything. You know, so I've been 1 year feeling sad, crying, complaining, and just being a normal human. You
Well,
know?
like kids are like that. They're, you know, no filters, just I'm sad, now I'm gonna cry. 5 minutes later, they're fine, because also they go through the emotion, they don't keep it in, you know? I think it's also, I mean, obviously we cannot be like kids and stomp our feet with every little thing, but where did you come to that? Like, where did it come to you? Where did you start thinking about the emotions? Did you go to some kind of therapy? Did you listen to a book, or how did you
I
find
read
that
tons of
road?
books. I love reading. I mean, I love reading, and I reread like the books I really like for 3-4 times, because it's not only a knowledge. You have to sometimes embody it and take some time. And for me, the books was so powerful. Like I've learned so much. There's always a really valuable message for me. And every time you read the same book, you get different messages.
Yeah,
you
for
know?
sure.
So Brooks, and I used to love Tony Robbins. I love Tony Robbins. I love Dean Graziosi. I love Abraham Hicks. I listen to their podcasts, their interviews. I did many courses with Bob Proctor, you know, about manifesting. Right now, I'm really, really into Joe Dispenza, Dr. Joe Dispenza.
Me too.
About quantum science, and I'm so interested, and I have so much curiosity about, you know, this
Energy and
energy.
our
Yes.
thoughts create our reality and all of that. But which author or which book would you say has been the most, like, has transformed your life or changed your mindset completely?
There's many, but the
Or
one
top
I
three.
read recently, Conversation with God, it's unbelievable.
I've heard about
Like,
it, but I haven't read it.
I had it 20 years ago, but 20 years ago I started it and I couldn't understand. So I just kept it aside.
You weren't
But
ready.
like 6 months ago, one of my friends, Itzi, from Homies,
Yes.
she sent me a picture like, you should read this book. And I was like, oh, wait, I think I have it. So I went up, I took my book and I started to read, and it was very surprisingly, I started to understand every single sentence. And it was coming through, you know, like it was very easy for me to understand. So I read this book, and this was like game changer. You understand, for me it was like, wow, I really understand about life, about energy, about myself. It's really a big book. Another book that really changed my life. I loved Abraham Hicks' books as well. There's one. Let's see, I have so many books. There's one, Napoleon Hill.
Yes.
There's many.
Think and Grow
Think
Rich.
and Grow Rich.
I used to.
Yeah,
I
really
used to read
loved
that
it.
also when I was younger, and I feel like also the same. Sometimes you're not ready, or you take some kind of information out. It's always good to like reread some of the books that you thought were good. I'm sure you'll find like other nuances, like you say.
Yeah. But this kind of old books, I mean, I really feel attracted to. Another book that I really loved, it's what's the name? I just had it in my mind. I forgot.
Don't worry. But you know, what we're gonna do? We're gonna also list like your top 5 or even 10 or 20 books that you recommend people to read in my blog. So you'll find the list there, because you know it's always great to have very good book recommendations. Do you also have your kids read any of these books? Do you recommend it to them, or are they too young to understand?
My 12 years boy, he's too young still, I think, but they always see me meditating, talking about this. So we are very communicative and very transparent family. So they see me like
It's the best if you see the example. You know, it's not about what we preach; it's about what we do.
Exactly.
Because the kids will see what we do.
Absolutely. Yes,
If you say
yes,
don't
yes,
drink
yes.
Coca-Cola, but you are drinking Coca-Cola, well,
they really copy paste whatever we do, not whatever we say, right? So, yeah, my eldest son, he's very spiritual. He's very like me, and he's started to the Stephen Covey. 7 Habits of Highly Effective people. This book was amazing. He started reading this book, and he has all the books that I read, and it was very, you know, my son just he has a girlfriend, and when he met her, he was like, you know, I met someone, mommy, that she read exactly the same book you are reading.
Wow.
And she meditates. She's so spiritual. So he felt attracted to someone like me. You know,
But
I
they
was
say
like
that
surprised.
you choose a woman that looks like, or
They say,
there's some kind of similarities
they
with your
say.
mom. So it's great.
say,
You're setting a good example for your son's future wife one day. But as you are going through these changes, how has it been with your husband? Has he always been also like welcoming these changes? And as you change as a woman, you know, it's not easy to. You go into a relationship, like you said, you were a bit more masculine, you're like this and that, and suddenly then you start crying and showing all these emotions. How has he been through all of this? Does he get surprised, or he's like, he's very understanding?
He's very understanding. He's very supportive husband, I have to say. We have, you know, we met when he was very young, so we basically grow up together. So we grow up bonding. We had a lot of struggle as well, but I think we are very compatible. We have a very compatible personality, and then we share a very strong same values. So we are very bonded. So whenever he saw me, because I was like, you know what, I want to be just a housemaid, and he was laughing. I was like, oh, Nary, come on, you know, you are not like that.
Yeah.
You're just struggling, you know. And he's very supportive. He's very supportive, and he really, really helped me in all kind of aspects of my life. Yeah, he's a very big.
So what would you say, like, what is the best marriage advice that you would give, let's say, even for your children, if they get married? What would be the one thing?
I think communication and respect. Yeah, communication. My husband is not very communicative, I have to say, but I am very communicative. So, and I think I love communication, talking about, let's solve it, let's talk about it, tell me how you're feeling. I love talking about my feelings. So even with my kids, like just express it, speak it out. So don't keep it inside.
Yeah. And sometimes already that helps, you know, even if maybe there is not an answer to it, but already letting things out, no?
Yeah,
it
just
helps.
yeah, exactly. So this is how our relationship became very strong, yeah, with communication and respect, of course.
So let's go back to the beauty world. So you changed the concept totally. You were doing whatever kind of was working before in the beauty industry, but I remember also actually I found your salon as I was also searching for something organic. I don't know exactly what keywords I put, something organic and you know, more environmentally friendly, and then I found also your salon. So ever since you made that swap, you have stayed in that lane clearly. So what are the current trends, for example, in your beauty salon? What are you offering now that is the most popular?
Now, the Korean head spa. This is
Which
very
I've heard.
popular. Yeah,
Yes.
this is very popular because it's not only relaxing, it's really like kind of, it's a treatment for the scalp. Because I realize that people are so into hairs, but the scalp is the real important part of our hair, that it has to be cared and it has to be detoxed, and you have to really like massage the scalp. We have so much tension in our scalp, and you know that whatever it's tension in the scalp, also it goes to the neck. Everything is connected. So I recently started a fascia massage. I'm loving it because I'm more and more into natural beauty. So trying to be more aware about natural beauty. So I started to do a fascia massage, and this is all about releasing your tension in your neck, in your scalp, because everything is pulling down. So the Korean head massage, it's also like a neck massage, the whole body massage. It's not only the scalp.
I need to try.
So you have to come and try. It's so relaxing.
But I feel like, I don't know, you are more in the beauty world and you can see what's going on. But I feel like more and more we are moving towards the natural kind of natural ways, natural beauty. And of course, there is these injections and quick fixes, but I feel more and more we're moving away from that, no? Everyone trying to do the gua sha and, you know, trying to lift the muscles instead of just, you know, just paralyzing them.
It really works, but you have to be very consistent. You have to be like very consistent and prioritize. You know, we cannot.
It's like self-care.
Exactly, it's a really deep self-care and putting intention, like, you know, to enhance everything.
So what is your beauty secret? You're so beautiful and your
Thank
skin
you.
is glowing.
Thank you.
We want to know what you're doing.
My beauty tips is very consistent. I mean, it's a lot of consistency about skincare. I'm Korean. You know, Korean for us is so important. The skincare. I mean, and it really feels good to have a very good skin, because every time you look at the mirror yourself, you have like juicy, moisturized skin. It really feels good, you know, and give you confidence. So my beauty tip is for me, once a week I do massage. I love massage. It keeps me grounded and really relaxing my body and being so in a present moment. That really helps me to balance my nervous system. So massage is for me number one. And then I have my skincare. Even I do facials every month. And I do my skincare routine at home.
Which is very complex, or because some people have like 7 serums and 8 creams, a cream for here. How are you? Are you using a lot of products, or are you minimizing?
No, I'm using whatever my skin really needs, because I realize that they have so many serums, so many creams based on trends.
This, that.
Yeah, but it's not about trends. It's about knowing
what do you need,
what your skin needs in every season. You know, because your season, I mean, your skin needs in different season different things. So you have to be very conscious about what your skin needs. My skin needs different things, summer and winter. So that's why I go to my cosmetologist, and she's the one who's telling me like, you should put this, your skin need this or that. It's not about your friend telling, oh, there's a new cream, it's amazing.
Because I feel like that's happening a lot, and especially on social media. Oh, this is amazing, this is amazing. And everyone is like buying, and I've done the same. My friends are saying, yeah, this is great, this is great. But in the end, I'm like, yeah, maybe you have mixed skin and I have dry skin, you know, like, and, you know, I feel like more and more I'm also moving away, getting fewer products that are also suitable for my skin. But and I like that the beauty industry is moving towards the natural beauty kind of, no makeup, and all these kind of things.
Less is more.
Yes,
less is more.
This is great. You know, because Marbella, of course, is known a little bit for the plastic surgery, and you see that still, I think, in the streets a lot. But I do feel like I feel like at least I see it like a little bit toning down. How do you see it? How do you see your clientele? They're more natural.
Our clientele is very natural, very sophisticated ladies. very elegant, but they are very natural and classic, let's say.
But maybe they weren't, they used to be a little bit different, right? Because surely you have clients who have been with you for years and years and years. And now as you are moving on to the natural, for sure you are also influencing the market and influencing the women.
Yes. But it depends also on the nationality. I realize that it's some are more concerned and some more aware about this kind of things, someone less, you know. But yes, it's true that my customers changed. Like they are becoming more natural, and this is what we are offering. So if they are coming, it's because they really like what we are offering. Yeah.
And do any men come to the salon as well to do facials?
We do have,
yeah?
yes, we do have.
Is it becoming more popular?
Let's say it's 70% woman and 30% men, but
that's
yes.
not a bad percentage.
And they love Korean head spa, by the way. They love it, and they have like a concern with the hair. Yeah, the hair, because they don't want to. They want to.
The hair.
They don't want to lose their hair. So
yeah.
this is very good for hair loss prevention. Let's say.
Of course, because you're stimulating the scalp and
yes,
and all the hair growth.
Yeah, yeah. You know? I realize that there's more men are like, wow, I love that. I want to book every week.
Oh,
yeah, join.
I have to get more men to try it. I'm going to try it. So then it's a good gift, you know, for Christmas. You don't know what to give your men. Give them a nice experience. Head massage.
We are selling gift vouchers. I never sold that much gift vouchers for Korean head spa in life.
Wow.
Like we are selling so much gift. The gift
but it
voucher,
is a great gift.
It's a great gift. It's an experience.
Yeah, sure. Now and Christmas is in the way. You're going to sell even more. We were talking about the mindset, energies, and also intuition. You said you always have we all have intuition. It's whether you tap into that and you kind of listen to it. Do you have any good stories when you feel like, you know, your intuition has really told you, no, this is the right way? When people even around you have said, no, do this. Like even with your parents, they were pushing you one way, but you're like, no, I know deep inside, no, this is not what I want to do. Do you have any other good examples of when you've listened to your intuition and you've gone your own way, that it has paid off?
Yes. Actually, I feel like I'm a very intuitive person. I'm very sensitive, so I can feel and...
Or sometimes you feel something weird about a person, you don't even know what that is. I get that sometimes with people I meet, let's say 5 people, and with one person I'm just like a little bit maybe put off, you know, I don't, you know?
For sure. I mean, this is, I think, my biggest
power.
Because I have to say that I'm so blessed that I'm always surrounded with so good people. And this is not everyone, I feel like not everyone know how to protect themselves. And I think I do have that. Like, for me, it's like I had no disappointments in life or no dramas with people. I was very lucky to surround myself with good people, and this you have to use your intuition.
Lucky, but maybe just because you listen to intuition more. I feel like I've had these kind of maybe red flags about some people, but then I'm like, no, I also try to really, you know, find the good in people and say, oh, maybe it wasn't like that, you know, try and make it better. But in the end, I've had some disappointments with people, and then I think back and then I'm like, yes, actually, you know, it's in the end, it's your fault too, because you are seeing sometimes the red flags or feeling a little bit weird, but you don't follow, you don't want to follow it.
They call it your mirror, right?
Yeah.
Your mirror, because you are seeing something that is reflecting you, right? Yeah. No, but I'm not talking about that I feel like, I don't like this person. No, it's just, I don't feel attracted to them. I'm not saying they are bad or... No.
Yeah. It's just like a feeling, the feeling of the energy.
That I feel like I'm not attracted. So I just don't force myself to be close to them. I don't feel interested, you know. And this happens, and probably lots of people feel the same thing with me, you know. It's about frequency.
I doubt it. I think you're very warm and very welcoming.
Thank you.
To be also working in a hospitality or beauty industry, I think you need to kind of be that kind of person. If you are a little bit, you know, you're very, very good with people.
I'm a very sociable person. I'm very extrovert.
And I'm very easy to approach and talk to.
Really?
Yeah.
Not everyone say that, but yes.
Well, it depends on the energy.
Exactly. It's about frequency. It's about your it's vibration, you know.
Yeah, I believe in that too, and I love Joe Dispenza and
Yeah, I love him.
and all of that. Let's talk a little bit. What do you do after you finish work? What do you do in your free time? Where do you go in Marbella? Because sometimes people think Marbella is only about, you know, this kind of superficial things, and it's not true at all. There is people like you reading books with your friends, and you know, all this kind of spiritual world that is a little bit hidden maybe from the, you know, the media.
You know, my husband is from Marbella, I mean, originally from Marbella. So we have a lots of local friends. So we have a very local life. Like I have some international friends. I have international and national. And I kind of, you know, enjoy them both. But my husband has his friend for life here. So we go to Marbella Center. But after work, honestly, I go home. For me, it's like I'm very homey person. I like to stay home, enjoy my kids, just
relax.
Honestly, I talk a lot during the day. I connect a lot during the day. So what I really need after work, it's just quietness, and I want to balance my nervous system. So I really enjoy
quiet
time. So yeah, this is very important for me. But Marbella, you have so many options. You know, you have luxurious, superficial, party, like normal, regular places. You have everything. So I like to enjoy them all. Like, but not necessarily have to be always in a luxurious place. I mean, restaurants for me, the most important thing is that the service and the quality of the food. We love going to beach chiringuitos and enjoy our paellas, fish. Yes.
Tell me some of your favorite local restaurants.
My favorite local restaurants for breakfast, I love Paisana. My favorite place. I mean,
I love the
that view.
Yes, and the food is amazing.
The food is
quality
amazing.
Of the
food. He's a friend of mine, Antonio. He's such a great guy. He really did a great job. You know, he's so good. I mean,
it's like a nice little hidden corner.
Yes, no? I love how I feel there. It's not about food. It's also how he makes me feel. I mean, what he created there. You know. And another local place that I really like, it's there is a restaurant called Patagonica. We eat meat there.
Yes.
It's a very
good food.
Very good food. And yeah, I really love there.
Yeah, amazing. And you will find more of Nary's recommendations in my blog. I always have my guest list, like a few places. And to be honest, I always find, since there's so many restaurants in Marbella, I don't have time to try them all. So really, I already have a list on my phone where I need to try next. So you will find also Nary's list. And I'm sure you have some nice hidden gems from, especially because your husband is local, so he knows.
I will share it.
Yes. And talking about the future, where do you see things going now? Now you opened up a new salon in Forum, which is obviously, I'm sure it's doing great.
I'm so happy to be here.
And where are you going next? Or what are your plans? Do you even think 5-10 years ahead? Or where do you see future going for yourself?
Tene, I have been the whole life planning where I want to. By the way, I find like a month ago a paper with where I was going to be after 5 years, like a list of 10 things. And I took a picture and sent it to my husband and the manager of the salon, because it's exactly where I am now.
Wow.
It was unbelievable. I was so surprised, like, how come this is possible? I was just, you know, cleaning up and I find that paper.
Amazing.
So, and I have been planning all my life what I'm gonna be in after 5 years, after 10 years, you know. But now, I'm just trying to enjoy my present moments. But where do I see myself in the future? Honestly, I don't have any plan, but I really want to be enjoying life fully, doing whatever I really love, being very aligned and very authentic. Yeah, and I want to be a very abundant life, traveling the world with my family. I would like to have more time for myself. So yeah, I see myself just having lots of time for myself and yeah, and creating new things, but not from what I want to achieve and what I want to. No, it's not like that anymore.
But you have also achieved quite a lot. That's probably why, you know, like you said, maybe 5, 10, 20 years back, you still have, I want to do this, want to do that. At a certain age in your life, you have to also start enjoying what you have, you know, not just keep on pushing forward. We have to push forward, but if we don't enjoy the moment, no, then it's not even worth pushing forward. No?
Absolutely. This is what I realized, that for me,
working,
it's not about achieving. I mean, it's about enjoying everything, because achieving, it's a never-ending story, you know. Yeah. So I really want to, if whatever I do, I would like to put intention, love, you know. So, and this you have, if you are hustling around the whole day, you can't really enjoy or really put the good intention to the things. So I struggle with the hustle. So I don't want that anymore in my life. Obviously, I want to grow. I achieved a lot. I'm quite happy. The most happy, the happiest achieved that I had, that I think I became a better human. I became very spiritually connected person. And this is like, I'm very proud of myself. But this is what I want to continue, like going more aligned with myself and being authentic. And the only way to achieve that, it's being massively honest with yourself. Like sometimes we think we are honest, but you have to be really, really like introspect yourself and find out, like, no, because sometimes I believe something, but that was not my truth. You heard so realize someone, like, this is not my truth. This is what I've been told. You know, so this is a very important thing that I discovered. So yes. I think also COVID made us really also sit back, and I also started thinking, and as you saw what was going on in the media, obviously I didn't really believe half of the things there, but then that made me question everything else that I was watching in the media before. And now I just feel like the more I know, the less I know, actually. And I even when my kids are asking about things, I just say, I don't know. We have to find out, or we have to go and talk to people. We have to just don't take everything that is written or in the media. This is how it is, you know. So I feel like, you know, I just take a step back and I say, I don't know. It's, you know, I think COVID really humbled me in that sense. Before I was maybe a bit more know-it-all. Yeah, of course I know it's like this. And now I'm like, no, I don't know anything. I'm not even sure about anything. All I know is about myself, my life, what I want, but the rest of the world, I'm not sure. If I'm not there, if I don't have friends there, we can call and talk. I'm not sure if it is like that, you know. So yeah, it's true. So yeah, I don't think you should believe everything that's in, and every podcast, only mine. But anyway, do you have anything else you want to talk about? Anything else you want to tell people? Maybe people who are coming to Marbella. It's not easy, I think, to set up a business here, because, you know, Marbella is such a different place. I think a lot of people are coming here, think, you know, oh, this is kind of easy money. So many people here, rich people here, opening up a business, but then it doesn't really work out. You've seen it a lot. So what would be your best advice for people who are thinking of coming here and setting up a business? Or what kind of businesses do you think we're still missing in Marbella? Well, being an entrepreneur, it's really a big challenge. I mean, I think you have to be really, really brave. And I really admire and respect all the entrepreneurs out there, because it's really like, it's not easy. You know, it's not easy to open a business anywhere in the world. Okay, but it's true that Marbella, it's a bit tricky. It's a bit tricky, I have to say. It's
not a city. It's a resort.
It's a small town at the end of the day, you know. So, but I find it a bit tricky. But things change after COVID. After COVID, to be honest, everything changed. It's not anymore like that seasonal. Before, it used to be very seasonal. So it's like very fully booked in summer, and it was very quiet in winter. But that is not anymore like that. And also you cannot really easily forecast the targets, because it's changed, continually changing, you know. But in my case, here people love well-being and beauty. So my sector is a good place to open. So that's why there's so many salons right now. There's so many salons. So, you know, the competition is really high. And we are having a very good people from everywhere. So, but you know, at the end, you compete with yourself. You know, you don't compete. I don't compete with other. I used to when I was younger, but I realized that it's a competition with yourself.
You just
if you are
focus on
doing and
yourself.
you focus with yourself, I mean, you don't have to worry about. But if you feel threatened, it means you are not doing that good. So you have to focus more on yourself. You know.
Yeah, you're not confident.
Yeah. So, yeah, but what kind of business is missing in Marbella? Something I feel that it's missing. It's a Korean restaurant, Korean barbecue.
Yes, maybe that's your next business.
I really want a Korean barbecue restaurant. I think it could be very popular here. You know, a good one. I'm talking about a really good one. Also, I feel that there's no place to buy like cakes, nice cakes.
I feel the same. And
Right?
like very good bakery or patisserie, like really, really good. There is a few, but I also feel like there's a market
There's
for that.
not many options.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many restaurants, but not so many, like you said, cake and bakery places.
Yeah, whenever I want to buy a cake, like nice cake with some.
I like Delicioso cakes. And gluten-free, they have very good gluten-free banana breads and muffins, and I know there are a little bit healthier options when I have to take something for my kids, so I really like that. But yeah, it's true, I agree. But you were saying like there is so much competition in the beauty world, it's true. You go here, it's like as many restaurants you see, you also see beauty salon, hair salon, nail salon, so many salons. But what has been the secret to your success? What do you think is your Nary salon has been so successful over all these years?
I have to say that, as I said before, I know how to surround myself very good. I'm very good with people, you know, and I.
So you think it's your team?
Yeah, it's my team
effort.
definitely. Team. I'm very hard worker, so, and I try all my best to be very updated with everything and bring very good products and trends. And yeah, and I have a very good staff, like very trustworthy and committed, responsible, and they know how to transmit to my clients. And also I have to say that our customer service is quite good. I mean, for me, I'm very, you know, Koreans, we are very focused on the customer service. Like you have to be very good. They are very proactive in this customer service. So between that and what I've learned in La Roche, I think I provide a really good customer service, especially when we have some complaints. We really handle that kind of situations really good, I think. So
that's important because it's client is the king in the end, no?
Yeah.
You don't want to ruin the relationship. So I don't know if there's any last words you want to say. If there's any.
Thank you first for inviting me for your podcast.
It's been a pleasure
I was
to
a
talk
bit
to
nervous, but
there's nothing to be nervous about.
Yeah, but you know, it's not easy always to talk publicly. But yeah, I'm kind of loving it.
Good. We can do another episode further in the future when you have your new Korean barbecue place.
I'm not going to open the Korean restaurant.
No, you could just be the advisor and go tasting and make sure it's perfect. Anyway, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And congratulations on your new place. I can't wait to try the head massage.
Come, please.
And yeah, you will hear all about it probably on my Instagram if I go and try it. And make sure to follow Naribu also on Instagram.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This episode is brought to you by Sandon, a family-run furniture company with a brand new flagship store in Forum Marbella.